Okay, we're back. Maddie's on. Can you? Yeah, I'll just put it on the gimbal. Just give me a second.
So we've had a technical stuff up here. We're trying to use our new camera to go live, and it's not really working. So we've gone back to the phone like last week. Is this thing on? What'd you do to it, seriously?
I don't know how to use this stupid thing. Just get it up on your phone so I can read the comments.
How many are on there? Okay, so I just said we tried to use our new camera, and it's had a technical difficulty. That's why we're half hour late. But it wouldn't connect for some reason. So we're back to the phone like last week. I just thought I borrowed this porta power off work for the weekend. I've had it all week actually, but I've got to take it back tomorrow for a job. So I thought I'd do a bit more this afternoon with it before I go packing it up. I've had, I think, every piston in it seized. So I think what I'm going to have to do, because I had that on the bottom of the flywheel trying to push it, and I actually had it that tight it broke a tooth off. It's only 10 tonne, but 10 tonne's not a lot of pushing force really, but I think any more you'd damage something. So I think I've had it on each cylinder, like each piston like that with that chain on it. It hasn't done anything. I think with them all, I think they're all seized. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to unseize the whole lot by using the crank or that on one. So I think I'm going to take the sump off. I've just drained it. Take the sump off, and I think we're going to have to free each one up individually. Some people did ask why I'm bothering, but I just think it's good entertainment. I think it makes a good video, and I'm curious myself to see what we can do with it. So I'm going to get under there now. I'll try and set this up somehow, but drop the sump off it. And I think if we undo each cap, which may be hard not being able to turn it, but if we undo each cap and then we'll have to try and punch each one up, I guess. Whether that'll happen on this episode or not, I'm not sure, but I'll get underneath her.
Yeah, it's just a bit delayed. It looks like.
So I'd probably rather not be under it, but it's not going to get done any other way. Try and set yours up under here. I'll get the impact gun going and drop her off. It's always up there. They're all covered in bloody old filled up shit, so each one's gonna get stuck in the socket. delayed, isn't it? Someone asked a question and let it out.
Everyone just said hello and hope you're well.
Who?
Everyone.
Oh. Well, it could be better, but it could be worse too. Fair bit of piss last night. I think I'll be doing this today when I wake up this morning. Come good. I'm not having any more today though. I'm gonna sure let it for tomorrow. Leave one in it so she doesn't drop onto me. There's a sign up behind my house telling people to rev their bikes as they go past. One more up the front, so I'll take this one out now.
Dwayne said he'd be lost without his cordless impacts.
Yeah, they're good for things like this. If you're doing a serious job though, you've got to use air still.
Said he wants a long reach. 3/8 Milwaukee.
This is 1/2 inch Milwaukee. I haven't got a 3/8 one. They're handy for light work. I sort of still like an air one's got twice the power these things have. But I guess you can't replace 120 psi with a little battery. They're certainly better than they used to be. Well, I have drained this, but it was still dripping, so there's still going to be something in there. I don't think it was blocked with sludge. I think I got all that out before. I'll just give it a tap or something. Oh, there she goes. This had to come off regardless of whether I got it spinning or not, because the pickup would have been full of yogurt. I don't think she'll be too rusty because it was all clean water that come out, no rust, and it was a lot of oil still in it. Just covered in porridge, that's all. I hope it's just the piston seals. I don't know that the cam gear, like the gears at the front will be. It's a possibility though. I've learnt my lesson there, forcing things before, and on that Lance Bulldog, after she sat all that time, we got it moving and stripped the oil pump drive or something like that because it was seized too, and we had to get it made. They don't sell them at super cheap. I don't know if you can all see that, if I have to move it. I think it's pretty well preserved. It's dirty, but it's also clean still. I may undo those big end caps, whether I can tap them out with the brass drift or I can use that porta power before I take it back. Sort of looks a lot better than I thought it would. All that shit will just wipe off there. I nearly filled two 20-litre drums with it, so there was at least 40 litres up in there. Well, 30. I serviced the car yesterday so that there was 7 litres in the drum. So yeah, probably, I don't know, 13 litres or something like that. There's 2 full drums there now. It's not too bad. The biggest, I have to hone clean one of the cylinders up because it's got a rust ring around it. But I guess we're going to find out which one it is seized too. The ones that tap up obviously aren't, so I'd say they're all full of water. I'd say they all are. That's nasty, that is. Biggest thing now, it's going to keep dripping all over me. But work from one side, it might be okay. I have a feeling the back two are the worst, just from what they look like from the top, but it's hard to say. You can't see down beside them. Worried about the timing gears because they would have been submerged and then not again, so they got rust on them, I'd imagine. But sort of hard to see under here with no bonnet. It's I can see the daylight up through there and it's making this harder to see. I should have got my headlamp. Probably take too long to go and get here. I can guess. It's not really professionally how I'd strip an engine down with a rattle gun, but hope you're all having a good Sunday. I take one off and just see if it's got a number on it. If not, I'll have to put them in order. Bearings look good, full of water but good. Should have a number 6 stamped on it somewhere.
Mama, my cha-cha is there.
Okay, it's very, very faintly got a number 6 stamped in it. I might just do one anyway. And you want to get the camera, Julia, and work at the top?
Yeah.
Oh, they got a seat. And the hay.
Pack this up later.
Thought you were going to pull something else out.
See how tight that's been. It's bent that good cat bolt. Got a couple of cat ones home, so I didn't snap any of the head studs, and pulling on one side's just bent them. I've got a 3/4 spanner somewhere. I didn't think they'd be this tight. Can't use a gun when it's offset. I borrowed all that from work. Those are cat lifting lugs. I haven't got nothing like that here, unless I just welded something together. Had a lot of rain this week, huge storms. Just filled my little bucket up here with the rags I was using to soak oil up, and now all water. Actually, through the week, I've been the afternoons where I don't get any time in the afternoons, but because it's close to the house, I've just been coming out rather than watch TV, I suppose, for the 10 minutes I get to do that. I had the porta power on it, plus I got a little, I guess it's like just a burner, just a blue flame sort of windproof burner thing, and I had it down in all the water jackets, and I had the block really warm, you nearly couldn't touch it, and I don't know that it made any difference, because none of this stuff here's moved, none of this ATF has moved. The dog's only killing the cat down there.
Grant said it's 12:16 a.m. Yeah,
All right.
I didn't see.
You up early, mate, watching? Thanks for watching. I think I was still up at that time this morning, actually. You could hear me singing out in the kitchen. Pissed. I think I had the burner on it for 2 hours or something. Just one of those, just an aerosol can thing clips on the top of it. Got the block really hot. I was going to do it again, but I couldn't find the cartridges for it. That's my son playing in the background.
Dwayne said it's 11:17 p.m. Saturday night.
Yeah, okay.
Josh said, any movement, Uncle?
No, she won't move yet, Unc, but I had a lot of comments saying she might be a bit far gone, but probably the worst thing you could say to me. Well, I wish I hadn't have read it because now I'm spending wasting all this time on it. Okay, there we go. I'm getting another bit of cloth. I'll use it all today. I don't think the back one needs cleaning up. I think it's only that number 4 there, third one. It's got that rust ring. I think the rest should come up past them. I'll probably give them a bit of a scuff. I'll go and get a bit of paper and just give it a light rub. Just doesn't hurt the rings any more than they are. It's the trouble being away from the shed. I walk to get everything. International piston, so she's probably still standard. Okay, I'm going to change these gloves. Should come show them the barbecue.
Hold on. Oh. You're playing in the boat, aren't you? Say hello.
Mama, what you doing? What is that?
We're cooking for a few hours, hasn't it?
Yeah.
That's what you're going to eat for tea. You're going to have to, or you're going to starve. At least entertainment for a bit, and I'm just trying to get something.
Says, where'd Dad go? Bye, Grant. Thanks for tuning in. Is the kangaroo on the Barbie?
Huh?
Dwayne said, is the kangaroo on the Barbie? You probably saw my post yesterday with the kangaroos fighting, did you? Hello? Someone beeped.
Oh, patient. I've got an aluminium and a brass drift here. I'll give them a go.
Dwayne said yes, they looked wonderful. They might be... They normally come out about this time, don't they? They Dwayne said, was it kangaroos on the Barbie? And then I said, oh, you probably saw my post from yesterday with them fighting. And then he said, yes, they looked wonderful.
We don't eat a lot of kangaroo. I mean, I don't kill any of the ones here by any means, but you can buy it at the shop. We used to, because it's cheap and pretty lean, but it's nice. Not my favourite thing to have.
Bruce said, what you working on today?
It's an R170 Inter. Oh, elephant hauler actually, elephant truck. I used to haul all the elephants to the circus and between zoos and whatever they had set up. But sat for, I don't know, since the 60s, probably in the one spot, maybe later, could be later, 70s. Had the oil fill cap on it, so she filled right up with water. That every pot was full of water, which means you only ever get one valve open if it got through the carby. So should, I'd say, excuse me, filled up past the rings and then seized and not let it back out. So I've got this sump off. I've got one cap pulled off, and I'm just going to try and tap each one up now and see which one is seized. If they're all seized, I'm not sure. I'm trying to turn the crank to try and unseize the whole lot with the crank, and that's just not going to work at all. Sweet. It's the only really bad one that had rust in it. Good enough to come up fast. Even if I get it going, she'll probably just sit here in the garden again. I don't think I can get it out without wrecking all the plants. Okay. Now I'm going to try that back one. Just keep an eye on that very back one with the camera, and we'll see if she moves. Don't like my chances, but it's easier than, probably better than doing all 6 at once.
William said, well, if the kangaroo is on the Barbie, they won't be coming out today.
No,
yes.
It's not. It's chicken.
It's just having chicken.
Well, certainly solid. Certainly not coming, it's just bouncing solid. I'd say they're all going to be like that. Probably wasting my time, but probably is jacking them out off the ground that lifts the truck up. You only get a couple of tonne on, which isn't much.
No. Go. Can you go and get Chloe for me, please? Oh shit. Not sure.
That's certainly tight. Can't go much for a swing it though.
Robert said it's always awesome to see around your place. I believe the old girl will run. You are willing to put in the time and effort into it going.
I don't know, it's not giving me any signs that it wants to go.
They probably can't hear you down there. Steve Murphy sent a super chat. Thank you. That's very kind. And so did Daryl. Thank you. I didn't see them before. Sorry. Alan, hello. Bruce, you're determined. You're a determined bloke. Most would have given up on the old girl. Yes. Normal people would. Steve, no. Dale asked, what year is it? What year is this, Steve?
53, I think.
53. I've missed some messages, sorry. G'day from Western Australia. Hello. Did you get hit with the cyclone during the week? That was WA, wasn't it?
Yep.
Dwayne said Crocodile Dundee on TV, lol. He said, yeah, it was in Port Hedland. Perth just got hit with the humidity.
I've seen some videos of it.
Yeah, it didn't look good.
Well, that one's not moving. Super solid. I'll take the rest off and see if any move. And trouble is using a porta power, it's lifting the truck. You need to pull off itself, not off the ground. It'd be a fair task putting a chain around every one. Anyway, we'll try the other 5 while I'm going. I'd say they're all the same. I'll set these up under there while I pop those off. I think trying to set the camera up in the mulch in the garden, that's why she's a bit rocky. Reaching out for everything. Bearings are pretty good in them, and they're worn, but not bad. She's certainly on the nose. Old petrol engine oil, which is shit to start with, plus 50 years of water in it. I don't think there'll be any weeds growing underneath it for a while.
Dwayne said, how about pressure on the cylinder, then wood block in another and hit with sledge? Just a thought.
I had, can he hear me? Oh yeah, that's under here, isn't it?
Yeah.
I had the porta power from here to the chassis, from the flywheel to the chassis on the bottom here, so I had all that leverage, and then I was up the top with a wooden block, hitting every one of them, and it was hard to tell which way. You know, you're probably fighting against the porta power hitting some of them, because the way it's hard to tell where if it was on upstroke or downstroke. But I hit them all anyway, just trying to shock them all. But there wasn't a bit of movement. Really needs a bracket, like a strong back or something, off the engine block or the chassis to push. Can't really swing a hammer under here too well. I know what you mean, mate. I'll certainly explore all avenues. The engine would have to come out at worst case, but whether I'd do that I don't know, as you're not really achieving anything. But it would be good to have it running and driving. You'd take it to shows then on the back of another truck and just show it off, but they are pretty rare 170s. Ones above the steer axle that have some sort of advantage of pushing off the axle itself, but it's not really a strong back because the springs are still gonna go up. 10-ton porter power, there's only probably 2 ton in the front of the truck, if that. That's all you're really putting on it. Just like hitting a concrete slab, there's just nothing, no movement at all. Oh, that one's going. The one I thought was the worst with the rusty ring is the one moving. Look at that. Oh, there's the bearing. Sound.
Gavin said, how's she looking under there? And William said, what's the verdict?
It's not looking real good. It's not one moving. Can't really. I have to come in from the front of it to do that one. Number 4's free. This one's like hitting a brick wall. Five and 6 are extremely tight. I'll come around the front there.
Beer o'clock? Question mark?
No, not today, William. Too many last night, mate. I'll only ever have a attack Sundays if I've haven't had a big Saturday night, but I've got to get it out of my system or I'll feel terrible at work all day tomorrow. Oh, sorry, fellas. You come and hold it. Can you point it under here, just through there?
Hold on, sorry.
Get up there and show them the third one from the front. Show them that. Okay, 3 and 4 are free. 3 and 4 are moving. Do 1 and 2 while I'm under here.
Do you want me to stay up here or?
Oh, did you see the engine when you were down the front there? Do that again, maybe.
On the floor?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I can't get right on there. I'll just sit it there, okay?
The crank looks really good. It's all preserved under here pretty well. Bit of rust on number 1 on the journal, but nothing we can't clean up. Is there any cloth out there, rag or something?
No.
Get that black one for me up there. Pick it up lightly though, because it's
Yeah, there's one here.
going to stink. Oh, there is.
Yeah.
There's these two. Oh, be right here. I think number 1's moving. I think my aluminium punch has taken a bit of the shock out of it though. Number 2, sorry.
What are you doing?
Just a look underneath her. You see the two right at the bottom are the free ones, so that's 3 and 4. 1, 2, 5 and 6 are seized. I've just had a thought, maybe I could put a bit of chain from one rail to the other and make a bit of a cradle for the porta power to sit in. It's a bit of stuffing around on each one, but 10 tonnes probably more than what that hammer's doing. It's definitely worth a shot. I'm pulling on the rubber mounts, but they'll soon bottom out. May not be this episode though. She's starting to get into tea time here soon, but
10 to 5.
it's I think they would go. I think maybe even if I bring an air chisel home with a soft attachment on it or something, I could try that through the week. They hit pretty hard. They don't look too bad, it's just oh, gimbal's fighting itself.
Do you want me to just hold it?
It's gimbal's going flat, I think. Yeah, we'll find it when we finish this, mate. Well, I've got a bit of a plan that might do me for this afternoon, but I think I'll bring the air chisel home, and I've got air pressure over here at the house. I'll just bring the compressor over, but before I try the chain thing, if I had more time I'd try that today, but I'll bring an air chisel home and try and put some sort of soft attachment on it so I don't even put the bolts back in and hit them. I suppose wouldn't hurt it. I can't see the comments because of the brackets in the way.
No, it's on that other phone there.
Yeah, I could do that, Steve. I could put a bit of chain through there. As I said, if I had more time, I'd try the chain through there. Only 5 o'clock, we would have been ready for work and everything. Yeah, one cylinder a vid, it'll eventually get there, mate. At least I know which one's to treat from the top now too. I'm going to try the heat again. I might soak them between now and the next time we share it. But even trying the heat now, probably take too long while we're live. I might even heat it up while we're doing the barbecue and come back later. No, I haven't tried rust converter, William. I just had the ATF and the acetone. That's what everyone says to use. I've never had great success with it. Got a flathead V8 and a Ford Blitz down the back too, and I've had it soaking in the same stuff. 18 months now. I haven't tried spinning it, so hopefully the seat's worked on that. But this has only been in here for a week or so. I'm determined to get it going. It's not going to be any time soon. No, I've never seen pistons that tight either, Steve. I'm just going back through some comments. I haven't either. Feels like they're tight, but I can't get a big swing at it either. If I got them moving, I'd have it going pretty quick. The starter would be the next thing. I've got one on a green diamond down the back in a 48 into it. I know works. More used to. It's probably rusted out now too where all the rain will go. Could tow it, but I'd rather not really move it. People are going to want to see it drive if it does start. If I had more time, I'd certainly do something more with it. Hello to everyone that said hello that we didn't see. I lost him reading it to you, reading me some of the comments of the questions while I've been under it. So, we might have to wrap it up here because it's getting late. I hope you all like that we've been going live. I wasn't going to do it, but I had a bit of time left this afternoon, so just trying to think when I could do it next. I've been working on it after work every now and then, so it's not really enough time to go live. It's only like 40 minutes. But certainly update you all as I get on with it. Thanks to the people that sent what are they?
Super thanks.
Super thanks. That's great of you. Very good. I very much appreciate it.
Jeffrey just wrote something.
Jeffrey did. Yeah, that's bloke must just take them off for That's a good idea, Jeffrey. I didn't think of that. Maybe drop the crank down a bit. It's not bad at all, actually. That would break that. That would break that initial seal, like you said. Then they hit up. It's not a bad idea at all, Jeffrey. The only thing that's going to hold it is the input shaft from the transmission. But could probably do that now. I didn't even think of that, and I suppose it's like it doesn't have to move too far just to break the rust. You pound on it a lot harder from the top.
Read some.
That's what I said before.
Oh, no.
Chain around the whole block.
Died.
Go flat.
Yeah. Do you want to take it out and I'll just hold it?
Putting the chain around the whole block is just. That's what I did think of, mentioned to start with, or the chassis, but the block would be better to pull on itself. It is only 10 tonne, that thing, which isn't really a lot of pushing power, but it's sort of better than that hammer. The gimbal just died, so the phone shakes. That's why I'm holding it now. Go with another one. I've only got blue ones up here. I've run out.
Someone said you got to have an open day. And then he said, I'll bring the northern.
Yeah, okay. Let me know. Had that much northern last night. I'm still struggling from it a little bit.
I'm a bit seedy still. Guests only.
Just think.
From the top? Or this way? Huh?
Oh, hang on. I'm getting out for a second.
I didn't know what you're doing. I thought you were getting back out. Sorry. Sorry, everyone.
So I'm going to try the porta power on the crank again because it's only, there's 4 C's still, but there's 2 that it's going to come away from 2 of them, so you're only going to be pushing on 2, which may help. Then I'll get up the top and shock them. With the caps off, it's not trying to pull those ones down as well as push the other ones up. So initially it was 6 connected to it when I tried before. Now there's only 2, so we'll see what happens there first while I've got it set up before I pack it up.
Do you want me to look through the top?
Yeah, you can see down the side there. So. Finish in a minute. The 1 and 6 are on their way up. A bit of flex in the crank might let me hit the others down a little bit like Jeffrey suggested. You see the tin rod right left here. Just so it doesn't splinter off, Joe.
Okay.
Mom, I don't want to see the finishes.
We're going to finish soon, okay?
That's still tight, that handle. Just try and push it down, can you?
No, it's... Oh.
It's not going to last long, this bit.
Why that? Why that? That why?
Oh, it broke, mate, didn't it?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
We hear you, eh? No, leave that.
I want to get that. And short.
Up near the boat.
Short.
You lit the
Oh. Could try heating 1 and 6. They're the ones on their way up with the way I've got the porta power set up down there. They were seized as well, but the crank goes that direction, it's coming away from them with the caps off. It's very clean, mate. Yes, it's the one that had the rust in it. It was this one here, and it's moving. Is it back over here? Oh, it's down here. Have you seen any of them cartridges around for that? There was 3 somewhere. They were in that caravan, but they're not there now.
You didn't take them down the farm or something?
Right, yeah. Is there any water left?
Yeah. Oh, it's iced tea. Oh. I forgot I chucked yours there.
Huh?
I forgot I chucked yours there. They're not in the laundry cupboard?
So this is the thing, I just had it while I was inside cooking tea the other day. I just come out and keep swapping it. Just had it like that, kept moving it down, and had the thing really hot like it had been running, but didn't make much of a difference.
I've been asking if you...
Still good, I can come out and pack the porta power up after tea. I've got to find the cartridges for it. This one's nearly empty. It's been running for hours too, and I don't use much gas.
We sell them at work. I should bring a few home.
Huh? Kmart?
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah.
These are from Big W.
Oh, are they?
When we went there last. Got one of them stoves we're taking the truck too to boil the kettle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You-
stoves.
You'll probably have to get some for hauling the home, right?
Yeah. It's not where they are though. It's not as powerful as a map gas one or a Burns-O-Matic or whatever they are, but still okay. Oh, she's got
Don't
bad
breathe
breath.
it in. Jesus.
Don't breathe it in. It's... Check the chicken. You want to check the chicken? Can you go and do it? Huh?
Freaking hell. You freaking do it. Huh?
Let's go and-
Oh, you want me to take them with me? Oh, they probably don't want to see it. Hold on. Dad said I had to check the chicken. That's all right. Looks all right.
Are you talking about the good way for you to spend Sunday arvo, Matty, or me? I could put a jack on the downstroke as well, Dwayne. Yes, that's not a bad idea either. Yeah, 170 is rare. I hope the chicken's delicious. It's an Asian style.
Is that the Asian one or?
Isn't it?
I don't know.
We like Asian food. We go over there when we can afford it. We used to go to Singapore a lot, and Thailand and Bali. And we love it over there. It's just so expensive at the moment to get over there, so we'll just settle for the food here. Piston's red hot. Whole front of the block is. You think it'd help? And just get two moving, then I can, like Wayne said, put a jack or just knock these other two down and follow the crank round. Can't believe how long this thing's been running for hours. I had it run for hours the other day. Still not out of gas. Actually, can you have a look at that cupboard? See if there's any more. I have had a hungry clan, yes. Friends of ours did it in a backyard once. It was many years ago, but it was really good. Pull the injectors out of your young bloke's car, matey. That sounds like the sort of fun I've been having lately. Off camera, that is. Working on cars, it's just hard. Like, I service our car, yes. Just working on cars in general is hard. So hope it doesn't cost you too much, mate. Hope it's not a big problem. Serviced our car yesterday. The Fortuner there. $340 something for parts. Bloody hell. It's out of warranty now, so I do it myself, but come home with 4 filters and a bloody 10 litre tub of oil because it holds 7 litres and you can only buy 5 or 10. $340 odd. Yeah, we put Denko in ours. All our Hiluxes, like the one my dad drives, every one of them used to ping. We had to do an update on all the injectors. They were Denko as well. I think we got them through a dealership up here, but they were Denko, I'm pretty sure. No, I'm not sure the elephants didn't piss in the cylinders, Jeffrey. I know they pissed all over the chassis rails, but I can't answer that, mate. Maybe they did. I don't know where they went. Huh?
What? Okay, when I come in. 5 minutes.
Talk pump and injectors, mate. They're very expensive. Super expensive.
It's fine as long as you can work doing the things at the same time. It doesn't matter. I know. Okay. Okay. It's 5:30. 5:20 and my battery's got 20%. I wonder what... What did Jeffrey
Yeah,
just
everything's 5 minutes. Yeah, that's
5
expensive,
minutes.
Matty. It's really expensive, mate. It's just ridiculous. I've got a couple of old tractors here that need the pump doing, and I just can't
5
justify
minutes.
it. If I was using them, maybe.
The bread's loading. There's another bread out. I just took it out of the freezer. Not the bakery one, the other one.
What have I done?
Uh-oh.
Best thing they recommend for fuel pumps, and I've had them done up, especially in cars, you put a cap full of engine oil in the tank every time you fill up, in the diesel tank. It just helps lubricate it, because they reckon the fuel these days isn't as good as it used to be, plus all the finer tolerances in pumps and all this late model stuff. That's paint. We've done some painting this morning. Yeah, good night, Brad. Have a good night, mate. What's left of it? We'll have to watch the end to see if we've had any progress. You get up early too, like me, mate.
Your tractor dead. We got to plug it in.
Another subscriber for you, Matty. That's good. You've got a good channel, Matty has, if anyone's listening or reading the comments. A bit different to what I do, but he's very good at what he does. Yeah, I did the other day, Alan. I heated it right up and then filled it up. Hopefully it might leach in around them, but that's what I'll do again if there's no movement. I'll let it cool down and hopefully it draws it all in. Hello, Joshua.
Good. I'd say it's close. I've got some corn in there I might put on it. Must be early in the morning there for Jeffrey.
Huh?
Wouldn't it be really early in the morning for Jeffrey?
Yeah, probably. What time is it there, Jeffrey, if you're still watching? It's been a beautiful day, mate. It's been really, really nice. When did it rain? Friday night. Friday night was really heavy, and yesterday and today have been perfect days. in the UK. Hi, mate. Hi, John. It's 5:28 here in Sydney. She may be running out. You got more important things, Bill, at the moment. The grader worked good. Wayne, I used it yesterday. Actually, I had to move it out of the shed to service the car, so I found out what the starter problem was after buying a new battery. Because I had to move the bell housing to line up to get the centre of the flywheel centre with the bell housing. It's now moved the starter closer, so when it was thrown in, it was jamming on the flywheel. It was locking it up, plus it was struggling to turn it. So I sort of put a wedge washer under one side of the starter, and it's when I initially welded that cone on, it was right, but now because we moved the bell housing, it's closer to the flywheel and the starter and jammed in there, so it's starting really good now. I graded the shed with it, a bit of grass off the side of the road, and then turned her off again, so I'm very happy with it. The video's coming up, but
I haven't finished it.
We haven't finished editing yet, so that's half the reason we're doing this as well. We'll put one out of Zambia of the wildlife retreat or the zoo, and then we'll put the full episode of that out, because what you're seeing of that's only shorts, just segments out of it, and then we've got the grader one to do as well. So we've been busy today doing some housework, so we couldn't do too much editing.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought it was a good episode. It was a bit, I sort of filmed it a bit wrong. I had the new camera set up on it. I think it went well with the people that do follow, not just subscribe, that actually take interest in everything else as well.
I think you should do it more often.
I would have done it Saturday, but I there's no real progress on that dozer. There's no noticeable anyway. We've just been rebuilding all the valves and everything. You can't, there's no visual progress. Well, my timber's turning to shit pretty quick. You think that heat would do something?
Whew, excuse me.
Trying to hit the ones on the downstroke may help turn the crank, push the other ones out. Not having great luck. No horses here, mate. We've only got, the only thing we've got now is this little sausage dog here somewhere. Oh, and we've got a cat too. Not really got no stock at all really. Next door does, both sides, but not us. Thanks for watching, Dean. The D10, I've rebuilt all the hydraulic control valves this week, pilot valve, the blade control valve, the ripper valve, pilot implement pressure valve, pressure reducing valve. Put the transmission lube valve in it yesterday when we went to work yesterday morning. There's no real progress, but there's a lot of progress, but you can't see it. Pulled the transmission pump off yesterday before we came home. That'll go back on in the morning, the new one. Done a heap of hoses, but they're just back where the old ones come out of, obviously, so you won't see much progress there, but maybe next week I'll take it in. I think the engine will be going in probably Thursday or something like that. We've got to swap everything over on it now, but it's a big job. A lot of it's by myself too, because the bloke that works with me, he also runs the workshop, and we got over 100 bits of gear, so he's got to deal with all that as well as the other mechanics. So need an apprentice doing a lot of it, but he comes out when he can, which is a great help. Get the vibrators not straight anymore.
My phone's gonna die.
Yeah, more is too hot. It's 13. Now 4070 screens would be amazing, mate, if someone could find them for me. Dwayne was going to buy a truck and pull them out for me, but which I appreciated very muchly, but I didn't want him to spend money on a truck just to get the windows. I do like old leaders, mate. My mate's got one, and I was actually spoke to him yesterday about borrowing it to cut some rotor-mill over here to do some roads. So I'll be videoing that. It's a V8 Cat with a 13 speed. Yeah, see you, Matty. I've got to go too. Everything's going flat here. That's interesting, Josh. Land and sea, g'day, mate. Well, while it's hot, I might put some oil back down in them. I might even try and find while I finish the barbecue, get this going and heat it right up again with that weight still on it, and with the oil it might bubble down into it. She's certainly playing hard to get, but I won't give up. Next I might do what Jeffrey said, or what Dwayne said, put the chain around the block and push back up. Certainly a lot more progress than what it was this morning anyway. All right, for those of you who missed the start of it, it's pretty boring, but lives are unedited too, right? So most episodes are like this until you edit all the stuff out of them, all the dead time, I suppose. Well, we probably should get going, everyone. It's approaching 6 o'clock, so we better go and have tea and get the kids ready for bed and school and get myself ready for work. You want to pass that oil while we go, actually. Get the bottle on the step there.
Ow.
I'm out of 8 acetone, but when I had it going the other day, I heated the oil and everything up. It was bubbling nearly, but I thought it would penetrate better, but it still didn't change. Thanks, John. Enjoy your brekkie, mate. We're going to go and have tea. Pack the ute for work again tomorrow. And, yeah. All right, everyone. Thanks very much for your super chats or super thanks, whatever they called, and very much appreciated. We'll try and get a video out if we can tonight, but if not, this will be up anyway.
Probably tomorrow.
Any progress with it, I'll let you all know. We might even go live quickly one night through the week. About this time I get home, so bring the anchors are home, and there we go. So have a good weekend. What's left of it, everyone, a good week, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.